really the images we're seeing from this parade, as we've said over and over again, we've seen a lot of parades, Carrie. This is a different animal that we're watching right now.
J.R. Smith, man.
It is a parade,
Look
but
at
it's
this
more like
crazy,
it's a
man.
big gathering, David, because there's a bit of the stall, right? But a lot of people are just looking, catching a glimpse. They just want to see. And J.R. Smith, for all he's worth, thank goodness I'm glad he's here because he's giving them their entertainment. And to that end, David, let's stick on that entertainment. Ramona Shelburne talked to us earlier about how LeBron had other ventures, and many of you know he has a show on Stars, Survivor's Remorse, and the star of that show, Jesse T. Usher, plays LeBron, if you will. You know what I mean? And it's like LeBron-ish meets Entourage, and you guys know Entourage is an extremely popular show. So as we're watching these images, we thought we'd bring someone in who can give us a different perspective of LeBron. LeBron is your boss in a sense. What is that like?
My boss.
Yeah.
Honestly, we feed off of that energy. Like, you can only imagine what it's like when LeBron James walks into the room. I'm sure you guys know. And he's just this massive amount of energy, and he brings that indirectly to
executive producer on the show along with LeBron. So you get those two men in a room, those two powerful men in a room.
Let's cut back to J.R. Smith.
Take it up to another level. You're watching this parade, and what are you thinking about?
You know what? It feels good because I talked to LeBron last year, and he came and visited the set. I talk to Mav all the time, and I just know how family and friend oriented they are, and I know where his heart is. Especially. I just know what it means for him to walk into Cleveland with the opt-out and all that, and we do tell that story on the show.
So it's interesting for those who haven't seen the show. It is a bit true to life. It's not actually based upon LeBron, but it's true to life. There are some parts.
That was when he hosts all the young players, the stars, right, who are
LeBron Day, man. Nobody cares.
Play in each of their games. They can all say, "I got to play with King James one day."
Right.
And it got me thinking, like, man, there's a reason why these guys are loyal to their shoe companies. Right? The shoe companies are the ones flying you to LeBron's camp and Kyrie's camp and KD's camp. I mean, they are in on these young players who become the stars of tomorrow when they're 13, 14. And they're the ones who believe
in
you.
Man, don't trip, man. KD ain't going to the Warriors. Trumped up. LeBron ain't leaving. It's trumped up. KD will not play with Curry. It will not work.
Is it $1 billion? He goes,
especially not with Klay Thompson.
But
it's not going to work.
It's supposed to be, $1 billion, right? That to have
Kyrie
heroic games for the Cavs to win this. He started and he gave him. He's the one. Remember when LeBron said I was watching Muhammad Ali fights?
Look like Draymond Green in the cut, but it's not. Look like Draymond Green, but it's not.
From Nike, who was in the championship locker room, and the loyalty that players feel to their shoe companies in a lot of ways is a lot stronger and a lot deeper than they do feel to their own teams because they quite frankly know them longer.
Yeah, they've nurtured them far longer than the actual team, and they normally stay with them longer than one or two teams and passing them on. Ramona Shelburne, hang tight. Jesse T. Usher, you too. David, I'll send it back to you in Bristol.
Hey, Carrie, we've got our colleague on the phone, Jay Crawford, who just did the Sports Center before us. I thought he was off for the rest of the day, and apparently he's watching the coverage of the parade, and Jay joins us now. Jay, what do you think when watching all this stuff?
It's pretty wild, David. It really is. It's like one of those moments that's almost an out-of-body experience. I thought for so many years I'd convinced myself that it was never going to happen. So to watch this sort of come to fruition and see Cleveland celebrate.
Used to be quantitatively and qualitatively a little bit different.
Bus stops crazy.
Perhaps that we've ever seen. And not to take anything away from the other teams that have. When you watch the Yankees do this, and when you watch the Lakers do this, so wow.